Hello, everybody.
Hello.
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 My name is Maria, and we will be speaking about Ady Barkan today. The specific purpose of this speech is to inform my audience about the life and legacy of the activist Ady Barkan. The central idea is to explain how the personality of Ady Barkan can be explained from his origins and the journey of his life. Imagine just waking up in a regular day, just as normal, and surrounded by your family, and you wanna get up from your bed to just get done with work. Your feet don't walk as always, and your voice don't sound regular as always. Some of you know who Ady Barkan is, but what you don't know is how the ALS disease affect his life and how this developed. Um, Today I'm going to tell you about Ady Barkan. After doing several research about the life and legacy of this activist, I was able first to get too many information about his life and see how he became an activist, one of the most important activists of the US, and how he has helped a big percentage of the US population. Today, I will be telling you about his childhood, his disease, his life as an activist, and how he has helped a percentage of the US population. Now let's take it back where it all starts. December 18, 1983, California. Ady Barkan was born. His parents were immigrants from Romania and Israel. When he was young, he was attending high school in Claremore, California. He was already interested in being activist because when he was in high school, he started fighting against the anti-gay legislation. After this, Ady Barkan went to college. Ady Barkan was always very smart. The first degree that he get was the economics degree, and after this in 2010 he went to the Yale Law School, which is college, to get his law degree. Now that I have told you about his early life, I'm going to explain to you about his illness and how it made him become one of the most important activists in the US. So, Ady Barkan developed ALS disease when he was 32 years old, just a couple months after his first child was born. ALS, which is amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, is a progressive neurodegenerative disease that affects the nerve cells of the brain and the spinal cord, which what these do is just start losing the control of the muscle, so it just stop working, and it changed your voice. Like you cannot walk after a couple months. You cannot just talk as always, or just move as always, or just eat as always. So after his body developed this disease, Ady Barkan become like a star experience how the health service work on the United States, and how it was unfair for more of the for a big percentage of the population of the US. So the first thing that Ady Barkan was just not really good with was how the health, like the price of the health in US is for people like middle class or just low class, because it's too hard for the people here to get a treatment. Like his disease is really expensive. So, okay, you go to the hospital and then you get treated for it, but when you get the bill, it's too expensive. So that was one of the most reason that he was fighting for. He is fighting for still. In a process in which Ady Barkan held worse, he began to carry out strikes demanding about the high cost of accessing a health program and also how the high percentage of tax payments affect society. So, because normally the tax are really expensive for the middle class as the health and for the low class. So that was the two reasons, like the most important reasons that Ady Barkan is fighting for. Um, After all this happened, Ady Barkan was arrested on the year 2017 because he was doing he was protesting in the middle of the airport with too many activists like him and a couple citizens. So when he get just arrested, the same day, the police let him go. And when he just like um he was flying to home in the same flight, it was Jeff Flake senator flying in the same plane. So what Ady Barkan did was just confront him because the senator just regular he was going with the tax bill of the 2017. So what Ady Barkan did was just voting against, trying to confront him and ask him to vote against the tax bill of the 2017. After being arrested and this happened, one of the activists that was going with him in the airplane just filmed him. And when this happened, he published this video, and after a couple days, he get famous. After this, Ady Barkan continues to fight for social justice. Now that you have glimpsed into Ady Barkan's early life, his disease, and his entrepreneurship, I will tell you about the legacy that he is living. He created Be a Hero, which is a campaign where we can, like everybody can donate money and food for unprotected people, which is like more like normally are the immigrant people, whether they have no insurance or enough money to pay the health procedures. This campaign has helped more than 2/4 of the population of the United States. And Be a Hero has also helped many people in the pandemic, donating money for medicine or just food. Ady Barkan is fighting for his health, so to get not better, because when you get this disease, you never get better. But what he says is maybe when he died, he just wanna leave a legacy for the people, maybe make a little bit change in the health. And this just reminds us that there are never impossibles for anything that we can do. Okay, thank you for everything. I really appreciate you guys being here. Have a good night. And again, I really appreciate you guys being here. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye, bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.